Well, let's move on in your world of sport because it's not often that South African Olympic triathlete Richard Murray gets to compete on home soil. But since he's had some time on his hands due to the coronavirus pandemic, he took on an interesting challenge this weekend. Amy Samuels has more.
Imagine running a race in a wetsuit and then swimming in your running shoes. Yes, this kind of competition exists. Olympic triathlete Richard Murray took on his first swim-run event at the Waterfront KnockOut. And to his surprise, he finished second overall, just 30 seconds behind fellow South African Nick Burnett.
Very different to what I thought it was going to be like a little bit. I've done some like Super League racing, very short distance triathlons where we have very short formats, so I thought it would be quite similar, but I've never spent so much time in my life in a wetsuit. That's one thing I realized last night, and also I've never swum in running shoes before as well. So, yeah, it was very something different and very cool.
And with all the extra time on his hands than he anticipated this year, the 31-year-old is happy to be competing on home soil again.
I think when I race in South Africa, I've always got to go for it to a certain degree. We're kind of in the starting phase of our training for next year, so we've only done about 3 or 4 weeks of training. Before that, we took about 6 weeks almost completely off. So our fitness levels are definitely not where they usually are at this time of the year. And that's normally why I don't race in December, January, just because I race all the way from kind of end of February, March out all the way until October, and then I'm completely burnt out.
Despite the pause in this year's competitive calendar, Murray's attention is now fully focused on the postponed Olympic Games in Tokyo and the World Triathlon Series in 2021. Amy Samuels, Cape Town.